we're back. Hey everyone. Today I'm bringing you a new project. There it is. So I made a bunch of these. So I'm excited to show you guys how I made them. And I've been wanting to do jars for a while now since I first started seeing them come into resin. And I'm excited for the prospects that I have coming with them later. So hang on. Let's show you how I marble slash make them look like tie-dye. Okay, let's head over to the craft day. Okay, so first off, when I tell you this mold is a brand spanking new mold, it is. And they came with this Make-A-Wish stickers. I may use them in a later project, but right now I have this project to do, this big project to do, so that is what I'm working on. Okay, so I have a lot of scrap resin from making other things for this person. So I'm going to use them in this one jar. I'm not going to use them in all the jars. I was just experimenting because this was my first one and this was a gift. So that's why I started putting a lot of scraps in there. I was trying to see how would it turn out if I put those extra pieces in there. So that's kind of where this idea came from, but I eventually scrapped the idea because it came out pretty much the same with me just pouring like I normally do. So like with all my molds, I've already pre-treated this mold with 90 proof alcohol, and I'm pouring my base of clear resin to help me manipulate the colors. These are going to be red, white, and blue jars, so I'm just going to randomly pretty much pour wherever I'm just feeling the need to. If you notice the line here, this will be my baseline for where I fill it up right now. You cannot fill up this whole mold or it will overheat and ruin your mold. So I'm just gonna fill all mine up to that line and then I'm gonna stop. If you are in kind of a crunch time, you can wait 4 hours to start your next layer. You'll notice here that I'm pouring in some clear resin base. I like to do that from time to time. That helps me manipulate it as well. So I do that. Here is the top. I'm using alcohol ink and some glue glitter, and I use about 1 to 3 drops of white. If you watched any of my other videos, you'll notice that that glitter is not going to stay on the top. This is the top of the lid, but it is not going to stay. It's just going to be on the bottom of the lid when I demold. So I wasn't too happy about that, but I already knew the outcome. This mold is kind of hard to get out of here. So if you would put a few drops of oil in there, that would help it come out a lot easier. You'll notice here some bubbles were made, and that's from the heat, but I can't really do a whole lot about that, but to just not pour so much at a time. But I prefer doing mine 2 at a time. I had to roll it down like this in order to keep it down. So this mold is kind of difficult to get out of here if you want to work with it. But I really love how it came out. So I'm gonna spritz it with a couple of spritz of alcohol. This is gonna help the lids dry and clean off any dust. I don't have a Cricut, so I usually order my letters offline, and when I usually search for them, I search for foil or plastic letters. They work better with resin. They don't absorb the resin, so it helps a lot. This is also just masking tape that I'm using to help me line up the letters. It's kind of imperative for you to have that stick because these letters are pretty fickle. They ruin if you accidentally place them down, so you want to be very careful with that. And I'm just giving you a view of how this jar looks. Each jar looks different because you can't really control the resin, but I had so much fun making these jars. I hope you guys too. I hope you guys enjoyed this tutorial, and I'll catch you on the flip side. Thanks for watching.